Imagine the next big eclipse happens, but you can't see it from where you are.
Why?
And will it always be like this? Today, we're diving into the fascinating global puzzle of eclipses, what makes them visible in some places and totally hidden in others. What an eclipse actually is. First, let's break it down. An eclipse happens when the sun, moon, and Earth line up in just the right way. In a solar eclipse, the moon moves between Earth and the sun, casting a shadow on part of Earth. In a lunar eclipse, the Earth's shadow falls on the moon, making it glow red or dim. Why you can't always see them everywhere. Here's the catch. The moon is much smaller than Earth. So when it blocks the sun, the shadow it casts, called the umbra, is only about 100 to 200 kilometers wide. That's why only people standing inside that narrow path get to see a total solar eclipse. Everyone else, they might see a partial eclipse or nothing at all. On the other hand, lunar eclipses are different. Because Earth's shadow is huge compared to the moon, anyone on the night side of Earth gets a front row seat. That means lunar eclipses are visible to billions of people at once. The global pattern of future eclipses. Future eclipses are already mapped out with incredible precision, even hundreds of years ahead. Astronomers know exactly when and where they'll happen because the shift between the sun, moon, and Earth follows predictable cycles. But here's the twist. The path of a solar eclipse changes with every event. One year, South America gets visibility. Another time, it's Asia or Africa. If you want to see every total eclipse, you'd have to travel around the world. Factors that influence visibility. Asterisk. So, what determines where you can see an eclipse? 3 big factors. The tilt of the moon's orbit. The moon's orbit isn't perfectly aligned with Earth's. It's tilted about 5 degrees, so eclipses don't happen every month. Distance. Sometimes the moon is farther away, making it look smaller. That's when we get an annular eclipse, where a bright ring of fire surrounds the moon. Geography and weather. Even if your city is in the path of an eclipse, clouds might ruin your view. Will there ever be a time when eclipses are visible everywhere? The short answer, no. Because of the geometry, solar eclipses will always cover only part of Earth at a time. But lunar eclipses? Those come close, visible to almost half the world whenever they occur. Still, here's something mind-blowing. In the very distant future, solar eclipses themselves will stop happening. The moon is slowly drifting away from Earth, about 3.8 centimeters every year. Millions of years from now, it will no longer appear big enough to completely cover the sun. What this means for us today. So, the next time you hear about a solar eclipse, remember, it's a once-in-a-lifetime chance depending on where you live. And that makes it even more special. You can check eclipse maps to see when the shadow will pass over your part of the world. Who knows? Maybe the next one is closer than you think. Will future eclipses be visible everywhere? No. They remind us that we're standing on a spinning planet, in sync with the sun and moon, and sometimes, if you're in the right place at the right time, you get to see nature put on one of its most breathtaking shows. Please support this channel by liking and subscribing. We would really appreciate your help.